Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? Oh my. Yes, I've decorated for Christmas. There's a little nutcracker, and there's all kinds of them throughout the entire apartment. Um, Something I woke up with this morning was um, a friend of mine spoke God's word directly to me. And it was what I needed to hear. And I am holding on to it on the days when it's really hard to breathe. It's hard to find oxygen. And there is currently, um, there are currently lies being spread about me. And I know that living a life of integrity is so important, because when someone decides to make you the villain in their story, the character that you have portrayed constantly is what stands. And that's what speaks for you. I can defend myself tooth and nail. I can go to the wall and force everybody to listen to my rightness. Or I can sit back and focus in on the energies of the people who have loved me. Good, bad, ugly, of all of it. Love me. Who've sat at grandma's kitchen table for conversations that are deep and thorough and filled with emotion and truth and introspection. And one of those friends said to me last week, Marilyn, we know who you are. We know who you are. And that meant so much to me, because I know who I am. I've done the work, the therapy, the study, the research, the devotional work. I have done the work to know who I am. And I put on a persona of coffee drinking, nutcracker loving gal. But I am so much more than that. And I know why I love the nutcrackers. I know why I love a cup of coffee. It's not for the sake of having coffee. Every coffee I drink at my desk at work alone is not finished. But these are finished because I'm having them with you. You matter. My driving force is my people. There's a story behind the nutcrackers that matters, and it's deep within me. It was a formative part of who I became as a young person. And the people that walk in and go, that's a lot of nutcrackers. You got quite the collection. You get some that stop there. And then you have some that say, can you tell me the story of the nutcracker? And I don't mean the ballet. Can you tell me why there are hundreds of nutcrackers in this apartment? Because those people want to know who you are. And when I needed to hear it the most, because the lies were starting to spread and I was starting to get contacted by people who were believing the lies, a friend who knew me and knew my soul and my spirit, she looked at me, put her arm around me, and said, Marilyn, we know who you are. And that was God himself speaking through her, reminding me, you have been created in the most wonderful and awesome way. And you matter more than the lies. And you don't have to hustle for your value anymore. You've been hustling for people to see you, person to see you, and truly understand you for far too long. And I'm going to remove that from your reality right now. And I'm going to work on that over here. And what I do with your future is yet to be seen. But in the meantime, Marilyn, I know who you are. Because I knit you together in your mother's womb. Wow. That's what my friend was saying when she had the courage to put her arm around me on my darkest, darkest moment and say, we know who you are. And the reason I'm sharing this at Grandma's table today is because you deserve to be known. You do. Not assumed upon. You don't have to dance like a dancing monkey to get my attention. You are welcome here. I love you. You've been created by the divine. And there's a spark of that within you. And you are inherently loved and lovable and valuable and worth knowing. You are worth knowing. And so if there's someone making assumptions about you, even if it's you lying about yourself, slow your roll. Take a breath. Where do your feet go? On the ground, while your head is in the clouds. But you, my friend, are worthy of being known. You're a highly valued treasure created by God. And He knows you. He knows you. The real you. You are known. Yes, it would be lovely to be known on a human level too, because we are humans. But those that care, those that matter, know you, trust you, and your character stands. I tell the kids, this is why I teach you integrity over everything else. If you've made a commitment, you show up for that commitment. Let your word be everything. Now, if you're sick, obviously, you have to call in sick, but you don't play around with your integrity, because on moments when someone is trying to make something untrue your reality, your integrity stands. And you will have that friend who comes over and says, we know you. We know you. And that will be God speaking directly through them. So just know that you are known, you are loved. Keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds, in your books, in your work, and whatever you need it to be in right now. But just know that I love you. Thanks for having coffee with me today. Have a great day. Bye.